And what's going on Facebook and YouTube again? Like I said, boxing is almost like wrestling, man. A lot of pandemonium could, you know what I'm saying, lead you to ups and downs in the career. And Ali pretty much gave you the blueprint of being a great fighter that talk trash and know how to sell fights. All right. Some fighters don't have that mouthpiece that pretty much can promote a fight. And the thing is, whatever, it's sad because you're gonna be considered a fighter that that have a mediocre career. All right. Most people don't want to be considered that or whatever. Like I said, that's one thing about that's like one thing about professional wrestling. Yes, it's choreographed. Yes, it's scripted and stuff, but they still perform. They still go out there in that ring constantly, each and every day, and they get their lives up. They get their family lives up just to go ahead and entertain us, over the years. Now, when I look at fighters, I look at fighters just almost like I look at wrestlers. They got families. They both selling tickets. They both are champions, and what I'm saying, they pretty much give a concept of the human imagination. All right. Thing is, or whatever. Mike Tyson, captivated, the landscape of the heavyweights for years. Lennox Lewis, Holyfield, you know what I'm saying, Trevor Berbick, Muhammad Ali, you know what I'm saying, Evander Holyfield, lower weight class, Sugar Ray Leonard, Marlon Hagler, Tommy Hitman Hearns, Roberto Duran, etc. Julio Cesar Chavez, Rob Guerrero, Robert Ghost Guerrero, all these guys, has transcended the boxing world. Excuse me. Now, when I look at Terrence Crawford and when I look at Errol Spence Jr., I look at a Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan. And like boxing sense, y'all. Now, if anybody know about Ric Flair was the man in NWA. He was the best that the WCW and NWA ever had. Matter of fact, he was so great that they changed the NWA belt into Big Gold. The Big Gold belt that he was talking shit with. Back in the late part of the 80s. Hulk Hogan was the best that WWE ever had. For us tickets and merchandise and stuff like that. But the difference between Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair had to sell himself. Okay? He was the NWA champion. He gave us great interviews. He talked a lot of trash, but he backed it up in that ring. He took an ass whooping, but he was winning more than he took. Okay? He lost the belt a couple times, but he got the belts back. You know what I'm saying? That's how he was. And he was a champion when him and Jim Herd got into it or whatever. Jim Herd was talking trash about Ric Flair's financial thing or whatever, and he was like, "Well, hey man, I'm going ahead and get the belt. I'm sending Doug to get the belt." He was like, "Well, dude, you better send $20,000 deposit on the belt. That's what I got for it." So, him Doug Dillon were friends or whatever, and he was like, "Man, dude, you know what's going on?" He was like, "No, Doug, I'm not sending over the belt unless you send the money." So, like I said, legal standpoint, Jim Herd didn't have nothing. Jim Herd pretty much didn't have no leg to stand on because that was Ric Flair's belt. As long as he was NWA champion, that was his belt. That big world heavyweight title, that was his belt. Okay. So he went to the WWE with that belt. Hulk Hogan was already WWE champion. You know, Hulk Hogan was mostly like the kids champion. Ric Flair was like the grown up champion. You know what I'm saying? He talked about limousines, fast cars. I got pretty women than you. I got better cars than you do. I got a big house than you. Woo! I style and profile. Okay, that was Ric Flair's argument because Ric Flair was rich. You know, he came off as a rich guy. Hogan came off as a big say your prayers, eat the vitamins. What you gonna do when the laws on the world run wild on you? And you know, as a kid, you know, these two guys are like giants to you. Okay. One end, you know what I'm saying, Ric Flair talking about money and you in the project, so you looking like, damn, I wish I had all this. And then Ric Flair, no, I mean, then my bad. Hulk Hogan is tall with big muscles. You like, oh, I want to look like that, you know. So when he finally went to WCW, not WCW. When Ric Flair went to WWE, when WWF at the time, when he went there, he got right in Hulk Hogan's face and said, "You know how long I've been waiting for this very moment, big man. You know, no, so I'm the real world champion. Let's compare the two: the WWE title, the World Heavyweight title. At the time, remember when Ric Flair left, he took the belt with him. So WWE got hit with papers and said, well, you can't show that belt on WWE programming, which is USA at the time. But remember, when Ric Flair ended up signing to WWE, the big match was Hogan, Flair, WrestleMania 8. That was supposed to be WrestleMania 8. At the time, Hogan was doing the movies with New Line, a 3-year deal with New Line and stuff like that. He wanted 3-movie deal. He wanted to do that, and they vacated the belt, and Ric Flair ended up getting the belt anyway. You know, through the Royal Rumble that year, like 1992 Royal Rumble that year. Got the belt, did what he had to do. You know, who's list of wrestlers or whatever. You know, you had Sergeant Slaughter, you had Jake Snake, you had Shawn Michaels, you had Bret Hart. It was a lot of motherfuckers came, you know, in that Royal Rumble. It was like who's list in professional wrestling. You know, list full of greats. The list full of Hall of Famers that was in that was in that ring. So it was like Ric Flair really didn't need Hogan to get the belt because he won his, you know, through a vacated state or inauguration type belt. He won WWE title through inauguration. He had to give up the NWA belt, and then, you know what I'm saying, had to go ahead and give it back to NWA because Bill Watts was in charge at the time, and he gave Ric Flair what he wanted, that $25,000 or whatever deposit on the belt. So he pretty much brought that belt back to WCW. You know, as the WCW International title. So, you know, Ric Flair, pretty much didn't lose anything. He came back to WCW. He ended up getting that belt back and became a 16-time world champion in his career. Now, back to Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford. Errol Spence has Al Heyman and the marketing strategy of PBC behind him. You know, man down promotion, pay-per-view buys, pay-per-view marketing, shit like that behind them. You know, when you got a manager / promoter like that, you're going to sit there and get promoted better than what Bob Arum doing. Because Bob Arum always wanted, you know, Caucasian fighters to be at the top again. So a lot of black fighters that he had over the years, from Muhammad Ali, not just black fighters, minority fighters, I'm gonna say it like that. From Muhammad Ali all the way to Manny Pacquiao left him. Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao left. because he didn't promote them right. He was like, man, you know what I'm saying? Because every time, well, you know, so just spell it with Terrence Crawford now. When you go through with the monologue of Errol Spence in the fight, you get a 3-month notice that you're gonna fight this person, or 2-month notice you're gonna fight this person. So it kind of give you time to save up a little change to go buy pay-per-view. You see what I'm saying? So with Terrence Crawford, Terrence like this. You don't know who Terrence gonna fight until 2 weeks go by, and then it'll be like, okay, well, this press conference, this, like, damn, who? You be like, okay, he finna fight who? No, I'm saying, what day he finna fight? Tomorrow? I ain't got no money to get this shit up and running, you know. So that's the buzz. And it's like, well, Bob Arum is actually finding welterweight, or people got, you know what I'm saying, in the welterweight division too fat for Terrence Crawford to fight, and all the top welterweights at PBC. So you gotta look at this way. Errol Spence Jr. saying what he's saying, like, well, I don't need Terrence to fight, I don't need Terrence or whatever. I know to be A side, and I'm A side, and this net or whatever. Only reason why he's saying it is because he have a plethora of other welterweights to fight. When you got options, that's one reason why you be nonchalant when somebody else want to challenge you. Okay? Kind of like when you have a job. Okay? Let's put it out there. When you have a job, all right? Let's say you have a job to get paid $14 an hour. Let's say that you're a garbage man. You getting paid $14 an hour. You know, you come in at 8 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Leave out at 3 o'clock. And you know what I'm saying? A.M. You know what I'm saying? No, not A.M. but 8 o'clock A.M. 3 o'clock P.M. And then you have a job like, say, IHOP, or, you know what I'm saying, or McDonald's or something. They pay you $10 an hour. You gonna look at that. That's how much you paying. You gonna look at that $10 an hour like, fuck that. I got options. I don't need you. So basically, they're gonna look like, well, you dodging work. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna like, well, you dodging work, man. You gonna sit there and turn down an opportunity? I'm turning it down because you don't pay enough, because my job over here paid me more than what you pay. So, of course, you're going to be, even if you get that job, you're going to be nonchalant because you know you got more money on the table over here about being a sanitation guy. So, it's the old saying, money talk, bullshit walk. So, that's the saying. So, that's one reason why Errol said what he said about Terrence Crawford. Well, I don't need him. You know what I'm saying? I got Sean Porter I can fight again. I got Steve Thurman I can fight. You know what I'm saying? Even though I don't have to fight him. I got this person to fight, this person to fight. It's two reasons why motherfucker act like that. One, I got more opponents to fight and still draw money. And on the other hand, if I fight you, you gonna fuck up the bag for me. You gonna fuck up my money. You gonna fuck up my money, and you gonna fuck up me being a champion. You gonna make me look like shit because, first of all, or whatever, your skill set is way above mine. You see what I'm saying? So, Terrence Crawford skill set is above a lot of people here at PBC. I can see that motherfucker taking everybody's belt. So, that's one reason why I was saying to myself, like, you know what? If Terrence Crawford, my boy, I love Terrence Crawford. I'm not a fanboy. I'm not a fanboy at all. I like the guy, but if he fuck up, I will put his feet to the fire, just like I put Errol Spence's feet to the fire. Okay? His only problem is he don't have the mouthpiece to confront somebody and say, hey, me, you You know what I'm saying? No, Errol, this is why I came. This is why I came to your damn fight. I came to your fight for one reason. Me and you had a $1 million bet. Okay? We had $1 million bet. And the thing is, or whatever, you do not have any more opponents left other than Sean Porter. I don't have any more opponents left other than Sean Porter. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to fight Manny Pacquiao. But Manny Pacquiao finna cash out, so you is the motherfucker I really want. Because remember, we still bet it. We still got $1 million bet on the table. And if you can't meet my demands, then guess what? I don't have to call you a chicken. Your fans gonna look at you and be like, you the chicken. He got that mindset. If he only had that mindset, he would get that fight. Tommy Hill, you know.